My ex-husband almost killed my dog and blames me for our children hating him for it. Hi, obligatory apologies for any mistakes or formatting issues. I'm on mobile and have slept maybe 4 hours in the last few days. I'll just get into it. My ex-husband almost killed my dog due to neglect and my children are pissed, rightfully so. Some background information: my ex-husband and I split over 3 years ago. We had 2 dogs, one lives with me because she's small and my apartment complex allows her. My bigger dog lives with my ex-husband because he got to keep the house with the yard. Plus he's too big and is on most restricted breed lists for apartments. It starts last Thursday. My daughter, 12, calls me crying because our dog that my ex/her father has ownership of is sick. Very sick. She told me he kept throwing up and was worried about him. I texted my ex to ask about it, but didn't get a response until Friday morning because I fell asleep before he responded. Friday morning he tells me that my dog was vomiting for a few days but stopped and was much better. I just had a gut feeling that something was wrong and I pressed for more details. Reluctantly, he advised that the dog had gotten into the trash the previous Saturday and had thrown up every day since then. Alarmed, and knowing he doesn't have much/excess money for unexpected veterinary bills, I found a 24-hour vet hospital 40 minutes away and offered to pay 100% of the costs if he could just take the dog in and get him checked out. He dismissed my concerns and told me that the dog was fine and if he got worse the next day, he would take him in. But he could not take him Friday night because he had plans. I didn't like this and begged my ex, who eventually agreed after hours of texts, to let me take my dog in. I picked my dog up and my ex didn't give me so much as a thank you, or a keep me updated on his condition. My partner and I make it to the vet hospital, get x-rays and blood work done to see what the diagnosis would be. The doc comes in to let us know that my dog has a blockage in his stomach, recommended overnight hospital admission with 4 fluids with hope of him passing it naturally. I agreed, paid, and went home and cried my eyes out. 6 a.m. Saturday morning I get a call from the clinic. My dog isn't passing the material in his stomach and they recommend surgery. I again consent, pay, and am told to wait for a call once the surgery is done and he's awake. That afternoon my daughter texted me to ask why I had my dog last night. She was with my mother for the weekend who told her minimal details, and wanted to know why her father didn't take our dog in. I was honest and said that her dad was busy, he had plans and let me take him. She bursts into tears and tells me she saw her dad's Snapchat story, a picture of him and his girlfriend gaming, captioned something along the lines of, hanging out with my plans, and said that he cares more about his girlfriend than he does our dog. My son, 10, cried on the phone and thanked me for saving our dog's life. He said his dad would have killed our dog because he doesn't care. I did not guide my children to these conclusions. I listened to their cries and held them and told them everything would be okay. I did not feed the disdain toward him growing in their hearts, but I also did not tell them that they were wrong. Because they weren't wrong. My ex definitely would have let my dog die because he would rather spend an evening with his girlfriend than take time to care for our dog. The vet removed 2 to 3 cups of plastic, chicken bones, carrots, and other things from his stomach. They advised had I not brought him in, he would have died within days. He signed ownership of my dog back to me, almost too excitedly. I am going to rehab him for the recommended 2 weeks and after that he will go live with my mother and stepfather, whom he both adore and who has a big backyard and his best dog friend to live out the rest of his life with. I lay here now with my dog's big head on my pillow, listening to his cries of pain while my ex texts me telling me he didn't do anything wrong, it is what it is, and I can't tell the kids he almost killed our dog and have a real reason to hate him. TLDR, my ex-husband almost killed my dog due to neglect. My kids are mad, and my ex-husband blames me for their growing hatred toward him. Thank you for listening. I'm going to sleep next to the best dog in the world now.